Hello, how are you? As I told you before, I am Richard Grenable from Signum Pro, Genesis Tennis, the Tennis Depot, and I am here today to tell you about not only strategies for how to play tennis, but now we're going to be dealing with the mental part of tennis, okay? So just to start with, I'm the coach of my son, and I am trying to teach him how to play better tennis and how to achieve better goals or bigger goals while he's playing tennis. Now, one of the things that we have been dealing with, and I am sure many of you had the same problem, is how you deal with one, frustration, and second, nerves. Sometimes when you're going to be playing a tennis tournament or you're going to be playing a match against someone that you need to win against or something, before you start playing tennis, you are nervous about the match, okay? So how do you deal with that? I had been studying a little bit about it, and there's a mental part of the nervousness, which I think it's really quite interesting. First of all, why do we feel nervous? Why is it that we can't move really well or feel really well when we're really nervous before a match? And this is what I've realized. Even Federer feels nervous before a match, okay? So what are the nerves, I think nervousness is this feeling of adrenaline that is being generated in your body. And why does the body generate adrenaline? Because you would think it's a sign of weakness. But just imagine this. The adrenaline in your body is made for your body, especially for you to be more awake, okay? So this means that this adrenaline in your body makes you feel more active, more capable, more in present time. And like this, you're being able to move faster, to move stronger, and to hit stronger than what you would without having this adrenaline in your body. Now, how do we control this? Because guess what? Anyone that's going to be marrying usually is really nervous and has all this adrenaline in his body. Or someone that's going to go to a job interview, he's also having this nervousness and he's also having this adrenaline in your body. Why is it for, and how do you manage it? Well, I think it is for the person who's going to have that job interview to be completely in present time there, to being completely focused and being able to answer all the difficult questions that he could get, So the same thing happens in the tournament. If you use this adrenaline just to be still like this and then you don't move, then you are completely lost. But how about using that adrenaline to control the capability of energy that you can generate while you're playing tennis? Okay, so what I recommend to my son is before starting a match, if he's really nervous, he has to run, he has to get some of that adrenaline out by just warming up. And then when he gets to the tennis court, there's less adrenaline in his body and he's already, warmed. So he's able to play better and to compete in a better way, okay? So that's the first part of this video. The second part of the video is frustration, okay? You're in the middle of a point and then you have an easy shot and then boom, you hit it to the net. And now you have a break point. And now you have a lot of frustration because you should not have lost the last point. What are you going to do? You're going to hit a double fault? Or are you going to be able to hit a winner in that moment? Either it's an ace or a super serve and then a super forehand. How do you deal with frustration when things are going against you in the tennis court? Okay? So I'm going to start doing a series of little videos, and I'm going to tell you what to do and what not to do for you to become better as a tennis player. Okay? Thank you so much.
What I want you to know is that right here, when you show to your opponent your frustration, you make your opponent to have more energy. So you have to be focused like this, and then just be ready for the next point. Like this is so much better. Never show the frustration to your opponent, because that shows your opponent that he's doing it so good that you can handle it, okay? So that's the reason why this is a not to do serve or not to do while you're in a break point. Now, if you have a break point and then you look at your balls, you take a second more and you breathe and you focus what are you going to do and you try to be loose, then you have a better chance to win the point. And from my point of view, that is really important to do. He's breathing and he's being ready to serve. Now, when you lose a point and then you act like this, then your opponent feels better. But when you lose a point that your opponent did pretty good and you simply stay calm, that's a mental breakdown for your opponent as well. This is about not cheating, but I think I do not need to explain this.
So I want you to understand, this ball is in. No matter how much or what percentage of the mark is out, that ball did touch the line. So that means that the ball is in. And you are not supposed to tell your opponent that it was out when it wasn't. And this is really important because if you're gonna win, you have to win the right way. I want you to know that when you're in a really tough moment, when you're playing tennis, you can feel frustration. Let's say you're serving and it's a real important point. Let's say it's 40-15 and you need to win this one to win the set. Or you are 15-40 and if you lose this one, you're gonna lose the set. So how do you play and how many times we see that the player hits a double fault in such a tense moment? So we have a technique that I recommend strongly for anyone to play with when they're playing. And I'm gonna show it to you. First of all, he's gonna look at the 3 balls. He's gonna take a really close look to the 3 balls before getting rid of anyone, okay? He's gonna breathe while he's looking at the balls, okay? He's taking a breath and now he's gonna get rid of the ball that he doesn't want to serve with. Now, instead of just serving like crazy, he's gonna bounce the ball a little bit more and he's gonna think in this moment where he wants to serve. He's not gonna think of the last point, the one that he lost, or he's not gonna think of the one that he should have put there and he hit it over there and he lost the point. He's gonna simply think in this present moment, where are you going to serve? To the tee or open? Tee. Okay, perfect. So after bouncing the ball, he's ready and he's there, ready to play. It's better to get away with a tough moment with a first serve than having to serve a second set because you're more nervous in this one. Now, what is he going to do if he needs to serve the second serve? He has to be focused, okay? So focus the ball and focus where you're gonna serve. One more thing. Do not serve to the forehand at this height. Don't do that. He's gonna hit a really nice shot and you're gonna lose the point. So think really well how to serve in a way in which you can get the point no matter how you need to fight. Okay, ready? Okay, perfect. So he hit it open in a really great angle. So like this, he has more chance to win. And he did not serve to the line because when you're nervous, do not try to serve to the toughest point. Do not try to serve to the line, okay? Now, one more thing that a Coach Jimenez from McAllen, Texas, taught me. When you're nervous before serving, do not just simply get there and serve, okay? You're gonna lose the point. You need to breathe and you need to be loose, okay? So you're feeling tense, all your body is tense. So what do? You bounce the ball a little bit, you breathe. And then before serving, try to move all your body, okay? Try to move all your body for it to be loose. And then after that, boom, you go to the serve. When you serve loose, you have a better chance for the ball to get in and for you to be successful in your serve. Thank you so much about this. And this is just the first session from hopefully 2 or 3 chapters just related to the mentality and the way to play the points in a tennis court. Thank you so much.